Hey everyone, thank you for coming to our compliance and command transition from sky slope to command. I'm glad all of you can make it today. You are the selected group for this phase one, so it's a special class since we are transitioning to a new platform to submit your compliance documents. Robb Taone is here today. He's going to help me with this class. So again, hold off to any questions for the end. We will definitely have a big FAQ Q&A at the end, and Rob and I will answer that. We'll do our best to answer everything as soon as possible. Again, this is phase one. We're gonna repeat this class for the next agents that have not attended yet, so that we get everyone on the same page. So our goal is trying to get everyone to do compliance on command. Please, I do need your full focus. This is a very heavy focus process because this is the only way for you to get paid, because if you do not do this properly, you will not get your paycheck. All right. So I know everyone has their command login. If not, that's okay. You can just follow along. But these are the first steps you will need to do to submit compliance. You need to open a browser, so either Google Chrome or Mozilla Firefox, and then you will have to go to a search engine. So Google, for example, is a search engine, and you would have to go type in agent.kw.com into the search bar, and once you see KW agent in the first results, you will click that. This will bring you to your KW command account. It's the same login as your KW internet account. So I'm going to log in right now. So when you're about to submit compliance, you have to log into your command account. This is the first step that you must do to get this whole process started. It's as if you were logging onto SkySlope, but instead we're logging onto your command account. Now, once you get into command, you must first go to contacts right here with the two people symbol on the left side of your command dashboard. Again, you can put your mouse on, you can hover your mouse cursor onto the two people cursor, and then you can see its contacts. Now, this is your database section, so you'll see all of your contacts here. When you submit compliance, you do have to create a contact before you get started. So if you look to your upper right corner, you have to add in contact right here. So you click add contact. And then from here, I'm just going to add my client's name for this specific transaction. So I will do Elon Musk, and I will use this email for demo purposes. So that's the email affiliated with that client. And we can skip the rest. We just want to get this transaction into our command real quick. So I'm going to make sure I have the full name, primary email, and then create. And then I'm going to make sure, yep. So there's my client. Again, you can come back to this anytime to edit anything else. So now that I entered a client into my contacts, I can then go to opportunities. So again, I need you to all look to your left side at the left dashboard and bring your mouse to the two hands shaking with each other. So the handshaking symbol. And when I put my mouse cursor over it, it is called opportunities. So let me click the KW red button, and it's going to expand out just in case you need to find it visually. So it's opportunities. Once you click opportunities, you are brought to your sales pipeline. This is a place where you will be doing, or you'll be keeping track of your transactions with your clients as a big context explanation. I won't go too much into it because we're just trying to do compliance today. So we'll focus only on compliance, but just know that this is your listing sales pipeline and your buyer sales pipeline. Today's class for compliance, we will just touch the buyer side. So the next step you should do from here on this page is click Create Opportunity, which that button is located on your far right corner right here. Create Opportunity. You have to click that, and it brings up a window. So it brings up a window, and now you have to fill in the fields with the asterisks. You must in order to create this. So right now, Market Center Honolulu, that's filled in for me. The owner is me, since I'm the agent. And opportunity type. You can click this down menu, this drop down menu, and you can click either buyer, landlord, tenant, or listing. Ignore these, landlord and tenant. We're just focusing on buyer today. So when you click buyer, you then have to go to client, the drop down for the client, and look for the client that we inputted earlier into contacts, who was Elon Musk. Oh, there he is. Perfect. And then opportunity name. Please make sure that you add the listing address into his opportunity name. Rob, our compliance officer, will track this because it will help him find your transaction in case of any issues. So please, this is a must. If you do not add this, this will be disregarded. So Elon Musk dash buyer. I'm just going to put like a comma or just space it out and then put the listing address. So for example, I'll put our address right here.
On a caveat, hi, this is Rob. On a caveat, if you type in the wrong address, it'll make it very hard for all of us to find it in the event that you say you submitted. So make sure the address is 100% correct.
Thank you, Rob.
You're welcome.
So again, opportunity name, you have the client, and for a buyer side, or just put buyer. As long you put anything that has the word buyer, buyer side, so that Rob can find it right away. And have the listing address, very important. Now, as I go down, you see custom tags. This is up to you if you want to add custom tags, but we're not going to go over that today. Estimated close date. You would put the estimated close date in this field, so it'll pop up a calendar, and you would choose the estimated close date. I will choose April, let's do April 30th. Option to do a time frame. Let's do 3 months just for demo purposes. If there's a budget, you can add the budget. Commission rate, we will do 2.5% since that's standard. Now, onto the opportunity phase. So in your sales pipeline for both buyers and listings, you can put this client into one of these phases. So we'll have a separate class for opportunities, but right now, since we're just doing compliance, I'm just gonna put them in the active phase. And then once you put them in active phase, you then have to put them in a specific opportunity stage in that phase. So right now, let's just say I'm in the negotiation stage. So I've just finished creating an opportunity. I'm going to, from the top to bottom, I'm going to make sure I have everything filled out, especially the asterisk fields. And now I can create the opportunity.
Can I add something?
Sure.
So in the opportunity phase, because you're actually going into escrow, I suggest everybody just put it into active.
All right, thank you. Now, I just create an opportunity. Just for more understanding, when you create an opportunity, you're basically creating a transaction. Just want to get that analogy out. So the same thing as creating a transaction as if you're on SkySlope, Zip Forms, DocuSign, etc. All right. After you create an opportunity, you are directed to this page. So I'm in the full overall profile of this transaction. So Elon Musk dash buyer comma, and then the listing property address right here. And as you can see, you'll see all the general information at the bottom and the property information. Again, you can click these pencils to revise it or do any further edits if you need to fill in any more blanks or need to correct anything. All right. So now, once you create your opportunity, aka transaction, you then can go to documents. This is very important. So just like SkySlope, you have like a checklist section. On command, documents tab right here is the checklist. This is the checklist location. Okay, so now I'm going to click documents. All right, so now we see status, we see pick checklist type, custom folder, add new custom folder. Don't worry about that. We're just gonna focus on going to the pick checklist type right here. Pick checklist type, and there's a little drop down that we can expand. And we're just today gonna choose residential. All right, when you choose residential, it will drop down, expand these options, consultation, under contract, and closed. Right now, don't worry about consultation. That's left blank because it doesn't apply to our process. The only thing you need to worry about is under contract and closed. These are the two sections that you need to worry about, because when I click under contract right now, it just gave me the checklist on your right. So if you see here, it looks very similar to SkySlope's checklist. This is Command's version of their checklist right here. So if you notice, you will see documents, very familiar document names. So Keller Williams Honolulu escrow instructions, purchase contract, counteroffer, KWH standard addendum, rep of more than one buyer, seller, etc. As I scroll down, you will see the rest of the documents in this checklist. And they will show up, they're required right here in the text below the document title. Required, conditionally required, if part of offer, required, required, optional, etc. Just like the SkySlope's checklist. Now, to add a file, you have to click plus add a file right here, the button, the rectangular button right here on the right side. You click that and you choose your file from your computer or from DocuSign, etc. Just like as if you're uploading a file on any platform in general. It's just like doing SkySlope. So right now, I am going to see what I have in my computer. That's okay. I'm going to grab a document from our drive. So I'm going to grab the escrow instruction that I just downloaded to my computer. Let's pretend that I filled this out already. So I'm going to upload this to the checklist section. All right, so it says I uploaded the PDF of the KWH escrow instructions, and then you click assign. Once you click assign, you'll notice that the title of the document will display right here. That means you upload it right here. And you have the option to click the three dots next to it to remove or print. And then you would do the same for the rest of the documents for this checklist. Now, if you do not see a document that's not in this checklist, but you want to add it, you can actually add like a miscellaneous item. So if you look here, there's an add item button. So I click add item and I can create a different document that wasn't part of the checklist, just a really random document.
So while David is doing that, that's the point where you add in whatever is included on the D1 or the counter where you're adding documents. Please make sure you name it the name of the document. Don't name it like, oh, Robb's SRPDS. Name it SRPDS.
Thank you. So I'm just making up a document name, very miscellaneous, counter receipt. I'll just make this contract. And then when you create this new item, you have the power to add additional notes. Please add any notes to this document so that Rob can help understand this, especially for miscellaneous items.
This comes in handy because in SkySlope, you would actually have to call SkySlope to add on the extra documents. This way you can add it yourself.
Mm-hmm. So once I put in my note, let's say I'm gonna grab another random file from my drive real quick.
And let's say when you're adding the document type, it's an amendment, but you put contract and you make it by mistake, don't worry about that part. Not too important at this point.
Yeah, for example, I'll grab a key receipt. Okay, I'm gonna go to my computer. Oh look, there's my key receipt PDF. I'm gonna click that. I'll just go and I'll fix the document name, key receipt. Right, so once I uploaded the PDF and made sure the document name is the name I want, document type is what I included, and have the note. Once you do that, you can click save.
And just to let you know, make sure everything is PDF, not Excel, not DOC.
Thank you. All right. So it just zoomed me down to the bottom of the checklist and it'll show me the condo key receipt with an uploaded status right here.
And your notes.
Hmm?
And your notes to us.
Yep. So Rob will see this whole checklist just like SkySlope. So now once I put in everything into this checklist, let's pretend I uploaded all the required documents into this checklist. I can then click, and this is very important, everyone. Look to your right, there's a submit to MC. This is how you submit compliance to Rob, the compliance officer. So you click submit to MC. Okay, so now it says, are you sure you want to submit this for review? And then it says avoid delay in approval by ensuring all attached documents are accurate. Contact your MC if you have any questions. MC is just Market Center. MC stands for Market Center. So that's basically going to be Rob for this process. And I can click the submit button. Now, once you click submitted, you immediately will have to email Rob Taone, our compliance officer, through email. So either through Yahoo, Gmail, whatever email service you're using, you immediately have to open up your email and email Rob right now. And again, this is a very big, this is an important step right here. Just like SkySlope, you must separately email the compliance officer, Rob Taone, that you submitted for review. So I'm composing an email right now, and the email that you must email this to is compofficer946@kw.com. I will give everyone some time to write this down. Again, it's compofficer946@kw.com. This is going to be the official email to email compliance to Robb Taone when you submit for review. All right. So after you put who you're sending it to in the subject headline, you must put the listing address information. So again, just like we did on opportunities, in the opportunity name, you put the address of the property. So again, 1347 Kapiolani Boulevard, suite number 300. That must be in your subject headline, just like you would if you were to email them via SkySlope. This is a required process, required step. And when you type out the detail of the email in the body,
you would type in ready for review.
Thank you, Rob.
That's all.
Yes. Just like SkySlope, all you have to type in is ready for review. And then I can send this away right now. Once I send it, Robb Taone, the compliance officer, will receive your email and he'll reply back to you if there are any updates such as rejections, anything that got approved, or any further notes regarding your compliance checklist, just like you would on SkySlope's process.
So while you submitted, it will show up on my email that it's ready for review. I then am going into Command to a screen where you do not see, and I will open up your, for lack of a better word, checklist, or opportunity that you did send to me.
Okay. So in the meantime, Rob's going to check this compliance request.
Okay, so currently right now I'm opening up your submitted documentation. And I am reviewing right now as we speak your escrow instructions that David submitted. And I'm going to say, this is amazing, and I'm going to approve it. Then I'm going to his next document, and just for kicks, I'm going to say that that's not accepted. The condo key receipt, I'm going to say it's not okay. So I'm going to reject, and I'm going to write why it's not rejected. Missing signature. Reject. And now that I've done that, I will go back to the email that David sent me, and I'm going to reply to that strand and say compliance templates. And I just sent David that wonderful email.
All right. So let's say now 1 hour has passed and I'm going to check my email. All right. So now we left off on me waiting for the compliance email from Robb, waiting for an update. So now I hop back onto my email account and I see Robb with my response. And then he would, in the same email thread that you sent him earlier, you would get a response from him saying, compliance pending, please see notes in command. So now that means I have to go back into my command account right now and going back to opportunities. Now, when you always come back to opportunities again and you created a client or transaction, look very closely to these icons. So we did one for the buyer side. So go down and look at the buyer's sales pipeline and you'll notice that there's a 1 indicator. There's a number 1 in an active. That's where I put Elon Musk in earlier. So this is just a way to keep track. So I'm going back to my active phase under buyers. And once I click that, I will see Elon Musk. Oh, there he is. There's a transaction that I made earlier for compliance. And now I can just click on the text itself, and it'll bring me back to the overall profile of this client's opportunity, aka transaction. And then now going back to documents, the compliance checklist section. And I'm going to my left side. You see under contract where I submitted it. I'm going to click that. And now I notice an approval. The document for the escrow instructions got approved on the left side. And then as I go down, I'm going to see if my key receipt document got approved. Uh-oh, it got rejected. So you can see what's going on, why it got ejected, right? Why it got rejected, and you can actually see by putting your mouse cursor on the little red comment box, and if you see that it says missing signature. So how can you fix this? If you go to your right side under the condo key receipt, you'll notice that there is a 3 dots box right here. So when I click that, I can click either edit or replace. So right now, I'm going to replace this document. And make sure you comment why you're re-uploading this document. So just from Rob's comment on the rejection reason, I'm going to put that I was missing a signature. And I would upload, going to my computer again, I would upload the updated key receipt document. So let's pretend I fixed this document and I re-uploaded the new one. Oh, so this will happen at times. So I'll make sure to go back to my computer and rename this document. So I'll just put key receipt, parentheses, signed. I'm gonna get out of there. So let me re-upload this one more time. I'm gonna click the minus button, that's how you take it out. So I'm going back and going to upload it again. All right, so now I can click replace. So once you replace it, there is the purple colored replaced status with a check mark. And in the comment bubble icon, it shows your comment. I was missing a signature. So Rob will see all of this happening, and that way he'll know what's going on. And from here, we could resubmit to MC. So once you do your fixes, once you fix everything, do the necessary changes for approval, all you have to do is click resubmit to MC. And then click submit. And then once you resubmitted, make sure you email Rob in that same email thread where he responded to us earlier. So now I can go back to my Gmail account and reply back to him. And Rob, what did you want me to put in the body of this email as a response to this?
If you look at the email, it tells you right there. Okay. There. Resubmitting for review.
All right. So any fixes, any resubmitting action you do in the future, make sure you put resubmitting for review into the body of the email to Rob. And then I'm going to click send. That way he knows what's going on and he's notified right away.
Then I go into your command opportunity. I see that you approved it. You submitted it. I open the email. And now I'm going to approve it.
So I will be expecting another update from Rob via email.
And at this point, when the document or your transaction is totally approved, I go ahead and I copy Christy, our MCA, and I send you your email.
All right. So now I'm going to hop back onto my email and see if there's any updates. Perfect. All right. Now, Rob told me compliance approved. Okay for check release. Perfect. So now you're good to go. And if I go back to command, and if you actually refresh this page, all right. So now, if you notice here in the under contract section right here, there's a green approve. So that means that whole checklist under contract, the name under contract has been overall approved from Rob. And oh look, if you look to the top, you'll see a bell icon saying that your compliance event request for Elon Musk has been approved. So that's just another way to notify you when you're on command.
In a normal transaction, right under contract, you're going to see closed. David, can you click on that real quick?
Sure.
That's where you would type in your escrow satisfaction waiver, your estimated, and your final buyer statement. You have to submit those well at the same time. So in the past, you would just go once. You would just click on ready for submittal, but you also have to submit the close section.
Yes. So once you finish the under contract approved, and that got approved, make sure you do the same for the closed section. So again, it's the same process. You would need to upload the following file right here. And once you do that, you would click submit to MC and then repeat the process.
So the question now is, why is there two different tabs? According to our manual that we all signed, it said to submit everything prior to L2, so that's your 2 weeks out. So all you would be waiting for now is your closed documents, which is the estimated, the final, and escrow set.
Right. Okay, so Rob, is there anything else that we're missing?
That's it. So once that comes in, then your total transaction would be approved.
Okay. Well, you said it. Once you have both of these under contract and closed under residential, once you have these two sections approved, you're good to go and you will be paid.